Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. How do you establish a scale to a listener? Well, the conventional way in Western music is to use the dominant chord, dominant tonic relationships. But the truth is, there's lots of ways to establish a scale. We'll just look at a couple today. Let's just jump right in. A conventional scale is built of whole and half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it repeats a whole step, a whole step, a half step, a whole, a whole, a whole, and a half. And what that means is if I build triads on each of those scale degrees, I'll get chords that have specific qualities, and that's just because chord quality depends on the middle note, the third, and sometimes the third is 4 half steps from the root note, and sometimes the third is 3 half steps from the root note. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back again to where I started. Now that's a really important sequence to keep in mind. The first step of the scale is major. The second step of the scale, minor. I'm playing minor 7, I'm playing 7th chords. And then another minor, 2 minors in a row. There's only one place in the scale that that's true. Major chord, dominant chord actually here. There's only one place in the scale where that's true. Minor, diminished, and then home again. Now, the diminished chord we're going to put aside for today because the diminished chord functions like the top of a dominant chord. I'll show you what I mean. Here's the G chord, the 5 chord. Here's the diminished chord, the 7 chord. And here they are together. And if I look at that, it's sort of the definition of the dominant chord. G, B, D, F. The diminished chord on the 7th degree really functions like a strong leading dominant chord. But what if I want to create the sense of a scale without using dominance? Well, listen to a couple of things and we'll talk it through. I love this sound. Here's F major, G, A minor. Let's do that again. We can really hear a key center. F major, G, A minor. Now, if I want to change key, I'm going to go to A major, and now I can proceed in the same direction that I had gone. I'm going to make a major chord and then a minor chord, and now I'm in a new key. And I did it sort of seamlessly, didn't I? F, G, A, B, and C sharp. Well, it's a powerful way to get to a new location. And the location that I've got to is, I don't know, is it E major? Maybe. A, B, C sharp minor to E. Let's look at a couple of other locations that have signature sounds. Here's one of my favorite signature sounds. The 4th step of the scale in the key of C, that would be F. Dropping down a half step to the 3rd step of the scale, that would be E minor. Those 2 chords signal to your listener the C major scale. They just hear it. I guarantee this is true. If I wanted to modulate, I could use that trick rather freely because there's no strong associations, dominant tonic associations, tritone associations. There's no leading tones to mess with me, which means I'm sort of free to move around. I'll show you what I mean. Play the F to E minor again. Now I'm going to play E flat major to D minor. Pretty, right? B flat to A minor. And I can resolve to F. I really hear that F major sound. Let's do one more. There are several places on the scale that have signature groupings of sounds. And one of my favorite ones is the second step of the scale, which is minor or minor 7, and the third step of the scale, also minor 7. In the key of C, that would be D minor 7, E minor 7. And the listener is going to hear the C scale. Now, if I want to change key, I can freely move to any other minor 7 chord. Here's the D minor 7, E minor 7 again. I'm planning ahead. I want to go to A major from C major. So I'm going to use the 2 and 3 from A major. That's B minor 7 and C sharp minor 7. Here we go. It sounds totally seamless, right? And let's resolve to A. You can probably think of several other places in the major and minor scales where chords that are next to each other have specific associations and signature associations. You can use those relationships to create the impression of a key center without leaning back into the tritone, tonic dominant, leading tone engine, which Western music has kind of relied on for the past, originally relied on in traditional sort of 19th century theory, although we're sort of loose from it now, right? I'll tell you, it also is a very, very powerful sound. It is great for epic chord changes. It is fantastic for modulations that lift and inspire. Well, lift is a big part of epic composing, of course. Gee, I hope this has been useful. I realize that this is something I do when I'm sitting around at the piano improvising. I noticed it the other day when I was accompanying a Dance for Parkinson's class, which I do several times a month. And if you're freely improvising, you can sort of like live within shifting key centers. It can be really, really fun. Two of my favorite ones, definitely, are the 4, 5, 6 signature quality and the 2, 3, which is minor 7 quality. Those packages within the scale will allow you to hop to new key centers really freely. Try it, you'll see. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe. Ding the bell, you'll be notified when I do a new video, but I think a lot of you guys know I try to post every day. And I'll see you next time.